Okay, first of all, this is not my picture. That's the shittiest way to, like, open a video ever. Okay, I got this off of Google or something. I can't remember who it's be. Anyway. Shit. I don't know what to say. Oh my god. Okay. Hello and good evening, I guess. Internet. God, I finished recording some videos yesterday and I just said hello and I introduced some of my videos really weird. Alright, okay. Hello and welcome to the first episode of First Time Fan Fictions. Right now I don't have a router because I forgot it at a friend's house. Because I have a computer that I broke the router out of and I had to get a USB one and I didn't lose it. I know exactly where it is. It's on their dining room table. But I left, sorry for the voice crack, I left my router, my USB router over there, and now I just have to do it this way. So this is not how regular, this is not how, I don't know what to say. This is not how the videos are actually going to look like. This just happens to be the first one, and I was just like, yeah, I really want to record some first-time fan fictions, because I was so excited for this series. When I started YouTube, I was just like, this is the first thing I want to do, so I'm going to find some fan fictions and read them for the first time, and if they're really weird, it's okay. You guys get to see my reactions, I guess. Whatever. I might actually just read them over for a second time and just, I don't know, have them, I guess. I don't know what I should do. I don't know. So, if you know what I should do, or or have a suggestion, please post it in the comments below with what I should do with the fan fictions that I read for the first time, and if I should read them again, just for the sake of reading them, because I read books on my channel. I don't know. But yes, this is going to be a fun first fan fiction reading episode, uncut and unedited. This will be great. Anyway, I'm gonna have to edit so much shit out of this. Oh, fuck my life. Anyway, so I get these fan fictions from the fanfiction.net website. Most of the time, that's where I regularly read fan fictions. So, yes. Also, I think a lot of you guys would be, firing down in the comments, oh, read, She Wants the Bee. I've already read it. Sorry, I spoiled it. No! I spoiled it, I'm sorry. But if you guys find some really weird fan fictions, go ahead and post them down below. I'll try to read them when I get the chance. And I won't look at them beforehand, I promise. Maybe just read the description a little, a smidgen, but whatever. And I'm gonna have to, put these in a 18+ category because they are fan fictions, but they will be open to everybody. I will just have to have a disclaimer at the beginning, which I'm gonna have to record and answer to the disclaimer every single time. Fantastic. And because I don't have a router, I can't do it beforehand. Oh, great. So, yes. Awesome. So this one is, as you can tell by the background, a Black Butler fanfiction. I cannot say it in Japanese because I am American, but whatever. And it's called Yellow Fever by Henna Michaelis. Alright. So let's just start reading it. I don't know what's going to happen. It was a regular afternoon at the Phantom Hive Manor, and CL was sitting in his study. Shit. Did it black out for the video? Shit, I don't fucking know. Fuck. Okay. Let me just start that over again. It was a regular afternoon at the Phantom Hive Manor, and CL was sitting in his study, getting ready for his snack and tea. He looks at the clock on his wall and sees Sebastian is 10 minutes late. Where is he? He lays his head on the desk for a while, then he hears a knock at the door. Young master, I have brought your tea. Come in, Sebastian. With the approval, Sebastian enters the room with his silver cart filled with sweets. Filled with sweets and tea. Today there is a sweet pecan pie with a side of freshly picked strawberries, red grapes, and peaches, as requested, along with your Earl Grey tea and... Sebastian, CL cut him off. I thought I had told you to make me a fruit pie, not pecan. I'm sorry, I've got a runny nose today, and I just lost my place. Fuck. Oh, here it is. Sebastian stared at him Sorry. I can't not read aloud today. Sebastian stared at him confused, wondering how he could ever make such a mistake. Was the master fooling with him? Oh, my apologies, young master. I shall be back momentarily. He sighed and pushed the cart out of the door and into the kitchen. That's odd, Sebastian being late and wrong. Something isn't right, CL wondered to himself. Sebastian walked down the hall with the cart and the pecan pie and looked quite irritated. He held onto that cart with a tight grip and his brow twitched. Hey, Sebastian, Bardroy called. Is that how you... I haven't watched it in a little while. I'm sorry, I don't know. Is that how you pronounce his name? I'm sorry. Hey, Sebastian, Bardroy called. Sebastian turned around to see the chef with a newly lit cigarette hanging out of his mouth. I lost me flamethrower. Do you know what happened to it? I got rid of it, Sebastian replied to him. What? Why the hell would you do that for? Bardroy yelled at him like Sebastian was a madman. It caused too much damage and it caused too much damage and it isn't exactly a perfect cooking tool, not towel. God. What? Of course it is. I get the meal done quick, don't I? You turn it into charcoal. I am the one who prepares the meals around here. You just make another mess for me to clean up. Sebastian scoffed at him. I do not. Besides, I'm not the only one who destroys this place, but you're not getting on them for it. Bard stomped his foot. Sebastian grit his teeth and his grip started to dent the cart handle. Hurlah! That's because Finny and Mei Lee aren't disturbing me at the moment. Sebastian turned around and faced the chef. Now get back to work before I break your neck, he shouted as he cracked his knuckles. Oh, someone's a little pissy. Bardroy widened his eyes and stepped back at the usually always calm butler's sudden outbreak. He ran to the kitchen before Sebastian could hurt him. Sebastian sighed at the cart. He stared down and saw the damage he had caused and pinched the bridge of his nose. Great, now I have something else to fix. Sebastian walked off to go find a new cart for his master's afternoon snack to replace the one he had ruined. Now what was it the master wanted? He thought, strange, I can't seem to remember. CL looked through the papers that were lying on his desk, even though he already went through all of these. CL was just trying to keep himself preoccupied until Sebastian came back with his dish. He looked over to the window and saw that the servants were all trying to take care of Pluto. What a mess they're making. Looks like they've ruined half the garden already, CL said, sipping on what was left of his tea. A knock at the door took the young Earl's gaze away from the window. Young master, I've returned with your dish, said Sebastian. Come in, CL replied as he turned to his desk and rested his head on his arm. Sebastian walked through the door with a silver platter on a cart that was covering his dish. Let's hope you remembered this time, CL teased him. Sebastian took a piece of the pie and slipped it onto CL's desk. CL looked down to see it was the right pie and placed a bite into his mouth. His eyes widened and he covered his mouth, spitting the piece of pie into his hand. Sebastian tilted his head in confusion. This is disgusting, he yelled at the butler. What? Sebastian replied in an annoyed tone. This pie, it doesn't even taste like you put anything in it. CL stood up and slammed his fork on the desk in disgust. Sebastian clenched his fist tight. I'm sorry, young master, I'm not in the best mood today. That does not mean that you can give me a half-baked treat and expect me to eat it. I do not want any more sweets for today. Get out of my sight and take this with you. Ciel took a piece of the pie and threw it at Sebastian, making a splatter all over his suit. Yes, young master. Sebastian's temper was boiling now, but what was strange about this is that he had been through worse in one day, so why was he so mad? Sebastian picked up the plate from the ground that the pie had been placed on and snapped it in two in front of Ciel. He dropped the plate on the floor and smiled at the child. I will be back to clean that up. Ciel stared at him with his mouth wide open as Sebastian walked out the door with the cart. Oh, I'm sorry, my nose is being the biggest bitch today. A few moments later, Sebastian had come back with a clean suit on and a broom. He had a worried expression on his face from thinking how badly he will be punished because of his outburst in front of the Lord. I can't believe myself. Why on earth would I have ever had any reason to do that? I don't even know why I was so angry before. He knocked on the door, waiting for his master to grant him access inside. Young master, I have come to clean up the mess. Young master? Sebastian, oh shit, again, fucking computer. Young master, I have come to clean up the mess. Young master? Young master. Sebastian opened the door to see the shattered window, and a note on Ciel's desk with his master nowhere in sight. Oh my, he looked down and tried not to step on a single piece of glass as he walked over to the desk. Sebastian read the note to find out that he had been kidnapped again. Oh no, it seems as if I'll have to go fetch him. Sebastian sighed as he exited the room. Where is he? Ciel thought. A man stood in front of him with a smirk on his face. Where's your little rescue, Earl? Did he chicken out? The man laughed. Ciel looked up at him with a glare and growled through his gag. What was that? I don't think I heard you clearly. You know, Earl, you shouldn't talk with your mouth full. Sebastian was just outside looking around. This is where the master is. He shrugged and stepped forward. Freeze! A guard came from his hiding spot, followed by a few more. They pointed their guns at him and cocked them. Shut up, it's called a crack fic for a reason. Okay. Okay. I don't even know what that means, but okay. Sebastian froze and turned around slowly. Oh, hello there, I didn't see you. He cut himself off and quickly ran inside as the men fired at him. What the man said, taking his attention away from Ciel. Sebastian's footsteps could be heard from down the hall. The man readied his gun and pointed at the door. The footsteps became louder and louder. About time he got here, Ciel thought. The footsteps came to a sudden stop, and they both grew confused. The door flew off the hinges, and Sebastian stood in front of the entrance, holding his knives with a proud look. I have come to take back my master, he smirked. The man snapped his fingers, and 3 guards came to his side. Just try. They cocked their guns and were ready to fire. Sebastian flinched with a squeal and dropped his knives, running further down the hallway. Realizing he went the wrong way, he passed the door again and ran to the exit. Ciel had an angered look on his face. Sebastian, get back here and save me. That's an order, he yelled in his head. Sebastian... How can you yell on someone's head? That doesn't even make any sense. Is this even a fan fiction? Because it just seems like a story to me. Can we not? Why is my phone being an idiot? Okay. I don't think this is even a fan fiction. Alright, where was I? Okay. Sebastian came back trembling with fear. He took a deep breath and shut his eyes tightly. Yes, my lord. He cracked his knuckles and picked up the knives, his eyes still shut. The guards fired at him and he threw his knives, hearing screams afterwards. Oh, shit! One of the guards said and dropped his gun, fleeing the room. Sebastian opened his eyes and he had killed 2 guards and the kidnapper. Yes, he whispered to himself and ran to Ciel. After he untied him, Ciel slapped him across the face. What the hell was that? You almost left me to die, he shouted. Oh, please, I would have come back for you. I would never break our contract, Sebastian explained. Ciel crossed his arms and grew a concerned look on his face. Sebastian, you've been acting strange lately, even more strange than Claude. I'll swear. I'll swear. Oh my god. Alois looked up at his butler with a puzzled look. What's wrong? I'm not sure. I think someone just bruised my ego. Not elsewhere. I know I have lately, and I believe I know why, he thought. Well, go on, out with it, Ciel demanded. Sebastian bit his lip and raised his arms to his face. Well, he started out. Ciel raised his brow. I think I might have yellow fever. Really? Okay. How do you, think you guess that you have yellow fever? I don't know. He flinched and shut his eyes tight. Ciel looked confused and stared. What the hell is yellow fever? He tilted his head. Sebastian remembered he'd never taught Ciel about the fever, and yet decided to explain it to him. Ciel's went wide with anger. What? I didn't mean to catch it or anything, I just did, he whined, and I don't know how to cure it, he sighed. Ciel huffed. Well, you better hope Undertaker knows. With that, Ciel and Sebastian made their way to the Undertaker's. Undertaker smiled as he observed Sebastian. Oh, so you do have a case of the fever. My, aren't you lucky, he cackled. And exactly how was he lucky, Ciel questioned. Undertaker waved his finger at Ciel. Because if you had come any later, Sebastian here would have hit the next stage of the fever, he explained. The next stage? Ciel looked confused. Yes, my Earl, hallucinations. Okay. This is so weird. Oh, this is so weird. Okay. Sebastian gulped and bit his lip. Good thing we got here in time, then. Undertaker, would you happen to know what the cure to this is? Ciel asked. Of course I do. The Undertaker smiled at him. Well, what is it? All Sebastian needs to do is drink the blood of a pure soul. Ciel went speechless at that, and Sebastian smirked. Oh, really? He chuckled. Ciel crossed his arms. Fine, let's just get this over with. That's a good Earl. Now, would you mind rolling up your sleeve? This is getting so weird. That's a good Earl. Now, would you mind rolling up your sleeve? The Undertaker asked as he looked through a drawer to find something. Why is there quotation marks after that? Why? Okay. Ciel huffed and rolled up his sleeve. Just make it quick. Undertaker. I'm sorry. Undertaker pulled out a needle and smiled. This will only hurt for a second, he cackled, and Ciel froze at the sight of the needle. Two arms wrapped around Ciel from behind. He looked up to see they were Sebastian's, and he blushed. Squint to see the ship. I guess there's a shipping. Oh, no. Sebastian smirked and held him tight. Can't you use a smaller needler? Okay. Can't you use a smaller needle? Ciel asked. This is the only one I have. Now behave, young Earl. Much kicking and screaming later. I'm lazy to write the rest of the scene. Okay. And here you are, butler. Undertaker handed him a beaker of blood, and Sebastian stared. Thank you. That's weird blood. Sebastian took a sip, and his eyes went wide. This is delicious. No wonder Claude looked foolish when he tasted it. Sebastian smirked. Ciel rolled his eyes and looked over at the Undertaker. Will he be normal soon? He should be back to the way he was in no time. Good. Ciel sighed and looked over at Sebastian, who was staring at the corner of the room. Ciel raised a brow. What are you staring at? He turned around and took another sip of the blood. I better drink a bit more of this. He walked outside and prepared the carriage. Ciel and the Undertaker looked in the corner to see what he was talking about. Their eyes met a skeleton hanging from a noose. Did you just hang that? Ciel asked. Undertaker shook his head in response, and the skeleton laughed loudly. They both left and ran to Sebastian. The skeleton lifted the noose from his neck and pulled off the mask. That is what happens when you call me strange. It was Claude. Alois came from a hiding spot and laughed. Nice work, Claude. I didn't think you could cackle like that, he cheered. Claude raised a brow and slipped on his glasses. What are you talking about? I didn't cackle, he replied to Alois. Okay, that wasn't even a fan fiction. That was just the weirdest fucking story I have ever heard. Read, whatever the fuck. Well, may as well find another one. Give me a minute. I actually think that I'm not going to find another one because they're all so long. And I don't think I'll put this as an uncut and unedited episode. I think I'll just post it as is. Because reactions and stuff are funny, I guess. And besides, it'd be the biggest pain in the butt to edit anyway. So I think I'm just gonna post it as is. I'm sorry, I cannot speak today. Anyway, thank you guys for listening / watching, even though there's one steady image on the screen. I will put a link in the description to the fanfiction website, and you guys can just look up stuff on there, because I already mentioned the artist and whatever, and the title of the work. And I'll just put the fanfiction website in the description, as well as the picture. I just got it off Google, so I'll have to look it up. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and take it easy.